Live, episode 67. This is Face Your Fears. I'm Sam.
I'm Dylan.
How's it going? Back for another episode, talking some random shit, some dumb shit, some crazy shit. So the biggest news in the world right now, whether or not you watch sports or not, Brady's retirement. But is he even retiring? What's going on?
It seems Jordan-esque in that he retired, but people don't think he's really going to retire.
Yeah, well, see, I think what happened was sources were talking that were apparently trustworthy that shouldn't have been talking. Like, were saying stuff that had not been said by Brady already. Because Shefty, I saw, posted something. Adam Schefter, he was like, Brady's retirement after so long, and apparently that was one of the posts that was like,
that was the one I saw.
Too soon.
Reported by Adam Schefter. So fuck you, Adam Schefter.
Yeah, fuck Shefty, bro. He's done. He's done for it. Uncredible.
Only Adrian Wojnarowski.
Yeah, Woj is all we've got now. Woj is all we've got. But yeah, Brady reached out to the general manager, I think, of the Bucks, and was like, I'm not anywhere near my decision.
So what do you think it depends on? Because he just had a hell of a season. He might win the MVP.
Would you say 5,000 yards? This is one of the few.
He had over 5,000 yards. I think he might have even had the most touchdowns from a quarterback this year. I'm not sure on that, but it might be. He led in a few categories.
Putting out his best numbers in year 22.
What is he, 43 now? 44? Might be 42. He's one of those numbers.
One of those numbers. One of those three numbers is his age. And it's insane. Which you couldn't be any other position and be that age. Quarterback's the only one that you could do, I think. Maybe a lineman, but
it's still insane though to be able to do that at that age. I think.
And the feats that he has accomplished. But so does he retire or not? So he says he's not anywhere near his decision. It's based on his wife, I think, is I was watching a First Take or something, and his wife, I think, is the big decision, whatever he's got to make here, like sacrifice 22 years to football, and it's like you got to be a family,
he's got kids and everything.
Or fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids, bro.
Get another ring, baby. Because he missed out this year, but they were hurting too, so.
I think he should have retired after he won the Super Bowl. Why
Last
did he
year?
come back? Yeah.
Just itching for more, dude. Still hungry.
Imagine that, him coming off of his, his 7th Super Bowl or something, and him just going, all right, I'm retiring, I'm done.
No.
I'm at the top of this whole ass league, and I'm done. Imagine that.
It's got to be something else. It can't just be rings. It's got to be.
It can't be money. Hell.
Not money, not rings. Well, I mean, it might be ring. No, it's definitely not rings because he's got more rings than any franchise does. Tom Brady has more rings than any team. He's got 7. I think the Steelers have 6.
The Patriots have to have 6 too.
Yeah, the Patriots probably have 6. So.
That's probably why he went to the Bucks anyway, so he could win, so he could have more Super Bowls than the Patriots.
That's
fucking awesome.
Like, I can't. Bill had the same. I can't be doing that shit. I gotta get out of here.
I won all your Super Bowls, and now I have more.
Now I'm gonna go win them somewhere else. That was probably why he did that. It's probably like, look, it's not just the Patriots. Like, I can go win one here. Like, this is me telling you I'm the GOAT. He's probably looking for some more stats or something to solidify him.
So imagine that. Imagine he leaves his team where he's won all of the Super Bowls, wins another Super Bowl, and then retires.
He didn't, though. He kept going.
That would have been one of the craziest things ever. Like, the only thing that compared to that is Jordan retiring after his three-peat. He three-peated it and then was like, all right, I'm done with this shit.
This is great. I fucked it up. We're out. No, man, he's still kicking for some reason, but I'm glad he is. Well, I mean, I don't know if he is or not, but potentially. I hope he does. I don't want him to retire, but...
Yeah, it's going to be sad if that was his last game.
He's got to at some point. You don't want him going out like Big Ben. I said that. You don't want him... Big Ben fucking fell apart. He was good. He was... I mean, like, not great, but he was good for the Steelers for a while.
For a long time. He's really good.
Steelers defense was really good, too. And then he just got really hurt and then just fucking dwindled away and couldn't throw it further than 30 yards.
Their team kind of got hurt. It wasn't like 2 years ago they started like 11-0 or 12-0 or something.
Yeah.
And they all just kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
And this year wasn't very good.
And they had Le'Veon Bell, bro. Le'Veon Bell. That was what it was. Le'Veon Bell. They fell apart. I don't know, dude. Football's been interesting, though. The playoffs have been absolutely the best playoffs we've seen. Every game's gone into, like, down to the wire, overtime, winning by field goals.
And Joe Burrow is going
Joey
to
Burrow. Headed to the Super Bowl.
That was nice.
It had a seizure. Dude, his cards are skyrocketing right now in price, which, I mean, if a player does good, that's going to happen. But
so how much do they go up if he wins the Super Bowl?
Well, I don't know necessarily a monetary value, but currently or before this game that he just won, they were going for like, say you got a rookie, you got an RPA, which is a rookie patch auto. So it's a rookie card. It's got a piece of the jersey on there and it's also autographed. And they're out of like 99, out of 25. That contributes. If they're out of 5, that makes them go up a lot more. But 25, 50, 99, that's all kind of around the same price range. $5,000-$6,000 probably, depending on the card and depending on what type of card it is. Upwards of 10. But dude, he after tonight probably goes up to around 10. He wins the Super Bowl, dude. 15, maybe more, depending on the card, depending on the number. But and also you got to get them graded too. Like if it was a card that's not graded, like PSA, or there's a couple other grading places, but PSA is the big one. You get them graded, it makes their value go up like astronomically, times 10. That card I sold an Albert Pujols card on eBay for $30. That same card graded PSA 10 sells for $1,200. So like a card absolutely perfect condition. Mine wasn't a PSA 10 though. I looked at it. So
you looked at it.
Well, I mean, I obviously checked it out, I know. But if it's like off center at all, like on it, they won't grade it good at all. And so you can clearly see it's off center.
What if I hope the guy you sold to gets it graded and it's like a 9 and worth
like $800.
That'd be funny.
I thought about that too after I sold it. I was like, damn, what if this shit, because he's probably going to go into the Hall of Fame. And it'll probably go up for that.
Is definitely going to go into the Hall of Fame.
I saw a discussion on Twitter about that. It was like, is Pujols the first ballot unanimous? And everybody was like, if not, fuck the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, if not, that shit's rigged. It's ignorant. There's no point of it because
But the card will jump after that.
So all time.
Cards are awesome, dude. I fucking love it. Those got on my stint here, but Joey Burrow.
You need to find you some Burrow cards. If he wins the Super Bowl in his second year.
Well, the only way to find one now without having to pay thousands of dollars for him is to pull one out of the pack, and the only way to get those like 2 out of 5 RPA cards is to buy like a $600 pack. They only put them in these really expensive packs nowadays. You can get one like maybe it's like the ratio is like 1 to 50. You'll get one of those in like these $20, $30, $50 packs and stuff at stores, but it's like 1 to 10 in these like $400 or $500 packs. So you can make your money back, I guess, depending on how well you do. Like you hit one of these cards, it's a couple $1,000s. So you buy 3 of these $500 packs, hit a card, you make your money back, but you don't. Fucking, it's a crazy deal.
Just out of that money.
Just out of that money. It's a crazy deal, but Joey B, baby, Patty Mahomes, it won't affect his card value at all. Pat's, he kind of looked shaky there, second half, but he's still Patrick Mahomes. He still looked great. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this game.
What do you think about the
They just missed the field goal.
Patrick Mahomes' little brother and his wife thing? Do you think that's reasonable for people to be mad at them for that?
I don't know much about the wife, but I know the brother, like, I think people are mad just because of, like, he's done some, like, danced on one of the logos at one point in time of another team.
Who cares?
That's why people are mad, I think.
His wife sprayed champagne over the crowd from her, like, box.
Yeah, that's stupid. You shouldn't be mad about it. If people are mad about that, fuck you, go home.
I bet the people were loving it underwear.
Don't go to the game.
I get that it was cold, but, like, when you're at a sporting event and your team just won a game, like,
celebrate.
That's what they're doing,
like,
celebrating.
There's probably other fucking team.
I bet the fans that actually got sprayed didn't say anything about it, and it was only people that saw the video that said anything.
Yeah, like,
only people that cared were the people that saw the video.
They're like, man, I wasn't there. That's bullshit. They shouldn't be able to have that kind of fun. Start talking shit about it, dude.
I think what it is I think it's a lot of jealousy. They're like, wow, that is the girl who's married to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Fuck that girl. Anything she does, we're gonna scrutinize because I'm jealous of her.
That's
what it is.
It's got to be. Well, it's not got to be, but that's probably the majority because. I mean, she's doing fucking great, dude. She's married to a $500 million man.
And she locked that shit down early, too. I think they were dating in high school.
That's smart, which
smart on
she
her
didn't
part.
know, but... you think?
I mean, in high school, he was like a D1 athlete.
He was only a 3-star, though.
D1 athlete in 2 sports.
He was only a 3-star in football.
But he was either going to go pro in baseball or in football,
Yeah,
and he
true.
just picked football.
He had a pretty good shot. He picked well. He did well.
It was one or the other kind of thing. He had a 90-something mile an hour fastball along with being a great quarterback,
So he's a pitcher?
Yeah.
Good pitcher.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Those quarterbacks are usually pitchers. And
he was going to make some
vice
money,
versa.
and everybody knew that.
Yeah. Including her.
Including her.
So did the brother, because he hadn't done shit but me on TikTok. So it's crazy, dude. You been reading any books lately? About to transition into that shit.
Harry Potter.
You've been audiobooking that hoe.
Yeah.
How far are you?
I'm on the second book. I'm like halfway through the second book.
But for comparison, how long are these audiobooks?
They're like 8 to 10 hours a piece.
Okay. So it's like
they're not like ridiculously long, but later on the other books, the ones later in the series,
A day
are
long.
like twice as long.
A day,
So, yeah,
24-hour long
They're
audio.
super fucking long. But it's so cool, dude. Because I grew up watching the Harry Potter movies, but I never read the books. So now reading the books, it's so fucking cool.
I've always heard the books are better.
There's so
more
much
substance,
information and stuff in it. I just love it. I wouldn't say that the books are better than the movies, but since I already love the movies, that makes me like the books a lot.
For
because
sure.
I already know I like it, and learning about it, I'm just learning more about something I already like.
And whenever you're really into it, and you hear something that, like, you know the storyline, but then you're listening to the audio version, and then something that's not in the storyline comes in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Really grabs your attention and shit. How long do you listen to it at a time? Like, you go for hours or what?
It depends. Sometimes.
Do chapters? Is there chapters in them or something like that?
Yeah, there's chapters, and people in the comments put timestamp. I get this for free. I don't even know if it's legal or not, but I do. The audiobooks are on YouTube.
Let's go.
I listen to it for free, and people will comment the timestamps for the chapters,
That's
which
nice.
is sick.
Yeah.
Shout out those people. I appreciate it so much.
There's good people out there, dude. There really is.
I told Brett yesterday. I said, "Thank God for people that leave reviews, because I've never left a review in my life."
I have before, dude. I really have.
But I read reviews for all kinds of shit. Have you ever left a bad review?
I think I have. Honestly, I can't remember what it was for. But I feel like I've been mad enough to where I've been like, "What can I do?" But like, a review is all I can do.
I'm gonna get on Yelp and review this.
Leave a bad fucking review. I don't remember what it was for, but it had to have been something before. But I do a lot more good reviewing, especially whenever I like Apex videos I watch. Oh my god, Debo just got lit up. Oh, targeting. The Apex videos I watch all the time and stuff, sometimes I'll comment on them or I'll like them or something just because I watch them all the time. I'm just like, man, this dude makes videos every day. I watch them every day. Support him a little
That's
bit.
not what I'm talking about.
Support him a little
I
bit.
mean, like, write a review. Like, straight up, like, where in the section that
Like a
says,
paragraph to review?
Like on a product or on a service or something like that. Like, well, I mean, I guess a video is kind of a product.
I guess I leave more of a comment than a review, I guess, then. Because I don't like putting my opinion out there too much, which obviously I am right now, but I'm throwing my opinion out there right now, but I don't. Oh, dude, he's done for. I need him to get 3 more receptions.
Fuck his neck that he just broke.
Oh, dude. Yeah, dude, fix it. Come on, what are you doing, bro? You know, I got money riding on this. You need to stay healthy.
I've got $4 on this.
I could win $4 off this game right now, and he's gonna go to the hospital. Whatever. But audiobooks. Harry Potter's good. I like it. I've always heard books are better than the movies.
It's funny though that it's a kid's book that I'm reading. A kid's book. I told
book.
my mom, I was like,
It's a kid's book, but they're 1,000 pages long.
I was like, Mom, you know what's crazy? I think I just read the longest book I've ever read. And she was like, oh, nice. And I was like, well, it's not that nice. She was like, why? And I was like, well, because it is a kid's book. And she was like, oh, you know, well, whatever. And I was like, and it's even worse. I didn't even really read it. I listened to the audiobook.
Somebody read it to me.
Somebody read it to me like a child.
I lay there and listened to somebody read it to me. Like, what? Which, I haven't never listened to an audiobook, honestly, but I listened to podcasts. It was kind of similar, I guess. So this is somebody talk. I have also heard, I've seen on Twitter, I guess. I don't know if it's in talks or not, but I guess there's an idea of like remaking the Harry Potters.
There should be. It's been 20 years since they started.
And to match the books more. So
yeah, hopefully they make it into a. What I want is to see a TV series, like a show.
But there'd be new people.
Yeah, that would suck. But they could get good characters because not all the characters are right to the books anyways.
Well, see, I don't know about that.
If you want to be true to the books, like they're gonna have to change up the characters anyway.
What characters are different?
Like,
Explain.
Hermione's not near as pretty as she is in the movies.
She's not a dime piece.
No, she's not described. She's not described like that.
She's not Emma Watson.
Ron was tall and skinny, and Ron in the movies is like the same height as Harry. They're both just like some normal. They're pretty short guys, and Ron's little sister, who Harry ends up marrying, is described as way prettier than what she looks in the movie. Like way more like assertive and powerful and stuff. So like, there's a lot of stuff there that's different.
Okay, you like it better? You like the books better so far? Book rendition? I guess some.
Yeah,
movie.
I don't know. I don't know if I like it better necessarily, but it's cool.
Just interesting?
Yeah, it's just
That's
interesting.
good. I got a new book.
What is it?
It's called The Psychedelic Explorer's Guide. Safe, Therapeutic, and Sacred Journeys by James Fatiman.
I don't know him.
He is, so it says right here on the back, America's wisest and most respected authority on psychedelics and their use. I've wanted to read this for a really long time. And I had an Amazon gift card, so I was like, fuck it, I'm going to order it. I think the main premise of the book is to kind of remove the stigma behind psychedelics.
Yeah, because there's a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. The safe, therapeutic, and sacred journeys he kind of lays out. It's not a recommendation. It doesn't recommend to try these things, but it says, what is it? So many million.
I recommend it. You should do it.
Bill's recommended it.
Trip fucking hard.
Yeah, you really should, honestly. So many millions. I can't remember what it said, but like 24 million or something like that. Americans will try LSD in a given year, even though it's illegal. And so if you're gonna do it safely.
24 million.
24 million.
So I mean, there's only like 350 million people in the whole U.S. And
right here. This is the first page of the little book. Nothing contained herein is intended to encourage or support illegal behavior. However, even though the use of psychedelics remains illegal in the United States, government researchers estimate that more than 23 million Americans, have used LSD, and at least that many more people have used it worldwide. Given that psychedelics continue to be widely available, this material has been prepared to encourage safe and sacred ways to use psychedelics if these powerful substances are to be used at all. So, it's not recommendation or advocacy, but it's safety. And there's studies and stuff in here, like highlighting some of the benefits, some of the better ways to do it, some of the ways people have had better experiences. And I think the main thing though is to just remove the stigma, because the stigma is, and a lot of that is in the book, it's set and setting, and that's what they emphasize in the book. And a lot of the stigma comes from people that have not had a good set or a good setting and have had the experience.
Yeah.
And then you go out and you spread this bad experience to other people that have not had the experience, and all they know about is this terrible experience this person had with this psychedelic.
Or all they know about it is shit that's like made up from like after school specials and stuff.
Right, true.
They're made by people who don't know what they're talking about at all.
People that just listen to what other people say and are like, all right, that sounds what we'll go with. That's what we'll go with. Fuck it. But I mean, I haven't started it yet, but I'm gonna read it here pretty soon. I'm gonna start tomorrow. You can read it after I do if you want. Check it out a little bit.
All right. When it comes to psychedelics, I think if you're gonna take psychedelics, you should probably test your stuff.
Right.
Because I mean, it's way too easy. Like especially like LSD, all it is a little piece of paper. Like
You can blot anything on there.
You can put anything on a piece of paper. So
you can get testing kits.
You can get testing kits.
Walgreens,
super easy, just
CVS.
Order it online.
You can order them on Amazon.
Or go to Walmart or whatever you want to fucking do. Just test it and make sure it's alright. Make sure it's what you want to take. And then you'll be fine after that. And like you said, set and setting.
Yeah. Not that I would know this, but I've heard that at festivals sometimes the people that sell the stuff will sell test kits with the product. Yeah. See, that's reputable.
Those are people you want to buy from.
That's reputable.
People who are like, here, my shit, you can test it.
I'm not telling you to buy from those people, but if you're going to buy from those people. Because those people are reputable. Unless they give you like a jank test. It's going to be positive every time. How do you know that?
Have you tried psychedelics?
Let's see. I think I have. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I have. Have you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, see, that's what got me into wanting to read this book, because I was like, I took it for the first time and I was like, that was wild. I was like, I was like, I got to learn more. And this was the first thing that popped up whenever I looked up trying to learn more. And that was probably like 4 years ago. So I've wanted to get it for a while, but I just haven't. I don't know why.
What did you learn from your experiences?
I would say, well, they're fighting, bro. Oh no, it's halftime. Take myself less seriously, probably. I don't know. I can't explain how I have come to that conclusion, but just based on, I guess, the extravagant way I experienced things when under the influence, it caused me to experience other things a little differently. So, and that's a lot of the purpose of the guided psychedelic use, is it's supposed to help you be more like open to things, more engaging, I guess. And let's see, more or less, what's the word I'm looking for? Closed in? That's not the word I'm looking for, but whatever. It's supposed to open you up more. It has for me. I feel like it's been a few years since I've
dabbled,
really gone into it, but I will again probably. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? I'm gonna read this book first though before I do anything.
Yeah.
You want to try it out next? Let's read it.
Yeah, definitely. I'll read it. It's interesting as fuck.
No, that's pretty interesting. Been trying to read a stock book, but just can't get into it.
See, that didn't interest me at all.
Yes.
I don't give a shit about it.
It's the Intelligent Investor. It's like the most complicated stock book there is, dude. Blaine and Grant were like, there's no point in you reading that. Like, you're not gonna understand it. I got to page like 120. I'm like, I'm fucking done. I don't understand. I haven't picked up anything.
You need the stock market for dummies.
Dude, well, I bought 2 basic books and I read those and I was like, dude, I read these books. Let's go. Not at all. Maybe one day, but it's sitting back there. Maybe. Who knows? But this is interesting. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Psychedelics are wild, dude.
Let me.
It completely changes the way you look at things.
Oh, yeah. And
when you take a chemical and it just completely changes everything that you see around you, it's so life altering. It's so crazy to think that you can just take a little chemical and see things
transport you somewhere else.
So differently.
That's what one of these, Beyond LSD, Way Beyond. So this is about ayahuasca, and it says a darkness retreat. So I guess maybe you just are in darkness for many days.
I think what they do is you get like a shaman, and the shaman takes you out into like this like jungle area at nighttime, and that's when they do it.
Oh, okay. Ayahuasca, dude.
I've never done it, so
I haven't either. But ayahuasca is the one where you're like. That's another reason for the book is to not take psychedelics recreationally, but to take them more for spiritual or educational gain, and that's like. If you're gonna do ayahuasca, they won't let you do it recreationally because what you do is you drink it, this mixture that the shaman makes, and you just like shit and puke while you're tripping. I don't know if that's exactly how it is, but it's like terrible, gut wrenching. From what I've heard, I've never done it. I've never gone to Peru and done it, but I would like to at some point maybe. I want to try DMT first though.
I'm pretty sure you used to be able DMT wasn't even on the banned substances for a while. Like you used to be able to order like pharmaceutical grade DMT.
No shit. They were like, hey,
I heard Joe talk about it.
We can't be doing this. We can't be letting people buy this shit.
Yeah, they figured it out.
These people were talking to aliens.
Dude, I don't know. This doesn't seem like much of a conspiracy theory to me, but it seems like a lot of religion could have came from psychedelics. Because when you have a psychedelic experience, if you didn't know, like if I had taken LSD for the first time and I didn't know what it was and I just took it on accident, I might think I was talking to God. Like it was like, it's so life altering that like I could see people going, oh my God, something else must be triggering this. You know what I mean? Like something that they don't understand. And I think that's very possible.
That's what they said, the burning bush.
And like Catholics, they walk around with sage, which is a type of salvia. Sage is salvia, like in the salvia family of stuff. That's what sage is, and they fucking burn it walking down the aisles. And so like,
just lighting people up.
Yeah, just getting people high,
tripping balls everywhere,
having people trip. Salvia is one of the craziest psychedelics that there is.
Psychedelics are not in all, but in a lot of history. So.
And Moses saw the burning bush talking to him.
It was.
How more direct can you get?
What was the bush?
It was the acacia. They think it was the acacia bush.
Acacia bush, which is got DMT in it. That's what.
That's what they think.
I just listened to the part in Rogan where they talked about that a little bit. Him and Jordan.
Yeah,
That's a good episode, dude. Holy cow!
I fucking love Jordan Peterson.
About 20 minutes left in it. So good.
He gets such a bad rep because he hates on trans people a lot. But he's he's a psychologist. And he's so fucking smart.
It's a good episode. He's real smart. But yeah, dude, that makes complete sense. So say they light this bush on fire that is riddled with DMT.
Yeah.
And it's sitting there burning. You're standing around it, getting that secondhand DMT. You just start tripping balls. Your first thought is, holy shit, this bush is talking to me.
Yeah.
And then it's like, where's that coming from? Oh, it's God.
It has to be God. Like
you have no other explanation. And that's what a lot of religion.
They didn't understand the chemicals behind it at that time.
Religion is kind of like if you don't understand something, you can say, well, that's God. It's
Yeah.
religion. You know, it's kind of like a scapegoat. That
The
sounds
God,
like a
it's
bad
God of the
word,
gaps.
but
God of the gaps.
yeah, there you go.
What they don't understand, they attribute God to.
Could be. Don't know, but it could not be.
Psychedelics are wild though, and now that we know, like, whenever I took LSD, it was like I knew what was going to happen basically. And that's another thing. Movies and stuff don't do a very good job depicting it. They don't, like, the way things look and stuff that happens. They don't do a very good job.
That's hard to do though, because you can't explain how it feels when.
Well, you got to do it.
Yeah, I know, but that's why it's hard to depict in a movie, because you can't like write down what your experience was like. Can't even. Somebody's like, "How was your trip? What was it like? Explain it to me."
Well, I mean,
That was just like floating around. There's just something coming around here. It was over there for a little while. It was outside.
but usually it seems like they like way overdo it and make it seem like it's
Yeah,
crazy and shit. There's like isn't there?
It's like they
It
put a
wasn't like that at
kaleidoscope
all.
up to the screen and
Yeah.
twisting it around.
Yeah,
and
it
shit.
wasn't like that.
That might be what DMT's like though. I've never tried DMT.
Yeah. So
Apparently DMT, I've never done it, but 3 hits is your blast off. Your third one you blast off on. Apparently, before you can even like.
this is all for education.
This is educational purposes. This is educational purposes. Psychedelic and sports guy James Fatiman. Your third hit you blast off, and you can barely, from what I've heard, barely let your arms down before you just fall back. You don't pass out, but your eyes close, and apparently you are out of your body and out of body experience for what could feel like hours, but it's
I've heard people say
15
it can
minutes.
feel like years.
Can feel like years, can feel like days. That's terrifying. We're scaring people
Terrifying.
now. We're scaring people now.
But it's not. It's not really.
You have to go
Or
into
maybe
it,
it is, though.
and you have to, you have to accept it though. They say if you fight it, you're gonna have a bad trip. If you fight it, you're gonna have.
That's how it is with anything. If you fight it, you're gonna have a
That's
bad
true. If
trip.
you fight psilocybin, you fight LSD.
Once you take that stuff, don't take it unless you're ready to experience some shit you've never experienced before. Because you're going to.
You're ready to
I promise
open
you've
up.
never felt the way, then you've never seen things that you will see before. It's a completely different. But as long as you understand that going in, I don't think it's even possible to have a bad trip. As long as you're around people that you're comfortable with in a comfortable place.
Set and setting.
I don't think it's possible. To have
Set
a
and
bad
setting.
trip.
Educational purposes. Set and setting, dude. I'm telling you. You just got to be aware that things are going to. It's going to end,
Yeah,
it's going to end.
Eventually, if you're trying to take acid,
Eventually.
expect to be kind of messed up for a good solid 12 hours.
It'll be 8 to 12 hours, probably.
Set aside 12 hours because you're going to need it.
8 to 12 hours. A spotter is a good idea if you're new. So I've heard.
I started pretty small. Did you start small or did you just dive right into it? Because like my first few times, I only took like a quarter a tab, half a tab for like 2 or 3 times. And then a couple times I took a full tab, and then I still wasn't really tripping that hard. So I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna take 2 tabs, and I tripped my fucking balls off. Tripped my balls off. And I haven't taken it since. I haven't needed to.
I'm not going back there. My first experience was at a festival on impulse.
Same.
Not the best idea, but got it from a random guy.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't take it around a bunch of people for your first time.
I was in the middle of a crowd, and it ended up being one of the best experiences of my life.
Or do.
One of the best experiences of my life.
Okay, same actually. The Chainsmokers that night tripping was fucking so cool.
So baby, pull me closer in the backseat of your Rover, and you're just like, It's great, dude. It's great. You got to go to a festival to do that, though. So, I think what's important too is you're in the same set and setting that you started in, like through the whole experience.
Yeah.
Like I feel like trying to change set and setting. Like if we started right here and then tried to go to a concert, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah.
No way. But if we started a concert and I come back here, I'm like still doing this while I'm sitting here. So set and setting is the most important thing. I'm telling you. Don't forget it. Set and setting, and read the book too first. Educational purposes.
Do your research.
This guy, James Fatiman, did his undergraduate work at Harvard and his graduate work at Stanford, doing research with the Harvard group, the West Coast Research Group in Menlo Park, and I don't know who King Kesey is, but so he's legit. Like he's not some fucking guy that just wrote a book.
He's not like us, and you're telling me
he's not us. He is not us. Fatiman, let's see. Outlines best practices for safe, sacred. I don't know what ethogenic. You know what that means? And I'm going to figure that out before I start reading this because he says it a lot. Ethiogentic voyages learned through his more than 40 years of experience, from the benefits of having a sensitive guide during a session and how to be one, to the importance of the setting and the pre-session intention. So you got to have an intention. You got to have a purpose. You don't have to, but it's encouraged.
My purpose was to trip balls.
If you got my purpose is to fucking go to the moon, baby.
And it worked.
Recommended, not recommended, educational purposes. Face your fears, 30 minutes. Damn it, Dylan. I didn't want to go very long, but this was a great episode. Thanks for listening. Y'all come back next week. See you later.
Peace out.